And the 102,000 capacity Ohio Stadium expected to be filled to the brim ahead of tomorrow's game.
That means downtown Columbus and the University District, they are going to be packed. Whether you're watching the game in stadium or you plan to head to a bar to catch the action, so much that you need to know. And of course, here to break it all down for you, everything from closures to shuttle options and stadium bag policies, our very own Mike McCarthy. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, Katie, Kurt, good morning to you both from here right outside the Horseshoe, which certainly is going to be rocking for this game. And of course, we are talking about football today, so I guess we need a football. We've made some modifications to this ball here to kind of walk you through some things, getting you ready for game day, really highlighting 4 main topics Ohio State wants to remind fans about, starting with number 1 on our football, road work. And we have some video to show you of what we're talking about over on Cannon Drive. There is a lot of construction happening there, so that road is shut down. And that means you cannot get to the West Stadium lot or the South Fieldhouse lot on Cannon. Instead, you have to use Woody Hayes Drive on the north end of the stadium for those lots right near the stadium. Odds are, though, you're going to be parking further away, which brings us back here to our football as we change things around and rotate over to the West Campus Shuttle. That is the next thing the university wants you to know about. It'll pick you up not far from where we are at in the area of Lane Avenue and Carmack Road, but it'll drop you off at the game right down the street, right on the other side of that bridge, in fact, on the other side of the Olentangy River. And then it's just a very short walk right over here to get to the stadium. All right, back to the football now. And Ohio State says remember to have that Buckeyes app on your phone, not only for your mobile tickets, but also sign up for notifications and game day alerts about traffic and more. And finally, the bag policy at Ohio Stadium. Remember, bags are not allowed unless they are very small and a specific size.
There is no bag policy. Anything larger than a 5x8x1, which is a half sheet of paper or wristlet, please take it back to your vehicle. Large bags. There are metal detectors that you will go through when you come inside.
And remember, when it comes to those metal detectors, it is a simple process. You just walk on through. Really simple, takes just a few minutes. All right, that's what's happening outside. Stay with us. In our next hour, we're going to go inside and show you something brand new this year for football. You will be among the first people to see it, Katie and Kurt, if you join us at 6. Guys, back to you.
We won't miss it. Thank you, Mike. There's going to be a new...
If you weren't already excited for Ohio State's big home opener, their social media team, per usual, is here to help you out. Of course, it's quiet around campus right now, but come tomorrow, be a much different story.
That's right. Mike McCarthy is inside Ohio Stadium for us this morning, getting ready for the home opener. You're in there and on the 50-yard line. You got to be kidding me.
Of course he is.
You know, Kurt and Katie, it doesn't get any more inside Ohio Stadium than where we are right now. You're right here on the 50-yard line on the field. And just take a moment, if you're at home, look at your TV and just be here in this moment with us. How often are you ever in Ohio Stadium pretty much by yourself? They maybe promised I'd behave. Not really, but I will. Obviously, we got a game here tomorrow. Let's talk about a couple of things because Ohio State does want to remind fans about a couple of things. Number 1, they want you to know about the construction that's happening around Ohio Stadium. We have some video to show you of that. This is happening on Cannon Drive, and because of that construction, that road is shut down. So there are some parking lots right outside the stadium, like the West Stadium lot and the South Fieldhouse lot. They are off limits from Cannon. To get to those lots, you have to access them on Woody Hayes Drive north of the stadium. Even if you don't take Cannon Drive to get to the stadium, be warned, OSU police are saying because of the ongoing construction, it may add an hour or so to get around Ohio Stadium with all the people coming down here tomorrow. Let's come back out here on the field now because Ohio State also wants to remind fans about its Ohio State Buckeyes app as we bring you back here live with our live pictures on the field. This is the app on my phone. What I want you to notice is it is red. Can we come back to the live pictures here on the field? We're trying to show folks at home this app here on my phone. right here. I hope we're seeing it. This is the app. It is red this year, Scarlet. That's important because it has been updated by Ohio State. So you're going to want to use this app to access your mobile tickets, and not only that, store them on your phone in either your Google Wallet or your Apple Wallet. That's important because when this place is full of people, hopefully there are no Wi-Fi issues, and even if there are, if the tickets are saved on your phone, you'll still be able to get in as quickly as possible. One more thing, Katie and Kurt, look at this. Have you ever seen a Buckeye, a fresh one, right off a tree? We got one here this morning, and to wish the Buckeyes luck to start their season, we're going to crack this open right here on the field. And where else should we do it, guys, than follow me right out here to the middle of the field, right in the center of the Block O. Let's start the fresh season at Ohio Stadium with a fresh Buckeye. Here we go. Let's open this up right here. I've never opened one. Oh, it was really easy. There it is, guys, fresh out of its shell. A brand new Buckeye here on the field at Ohio Stadium. Go Bucks. Katie and Kurt, back to you. We'll pick it up, I promise.
You just scored a touchdown, Mike. Thank you. The 102,000 capacity Ohio Stadium expected to be filled to the brim ahead of tomorrow's game.
Right now, obviously, it's pretty bare, but there's one person, just in case that video didn't hype you up enough, there's one person that may hype you up even more.
Mike McCarthy, live at the Shoe this morning. You've been having a good time showing us around, and they left the lights on for you.
They did. All right, we're going to get hyped. We got to do it. OH!
I-O!
Oh, the delay was brutal. One more time. OH!
I-O! They had to open up our mics. Give us a break.
There we go. We weren't ready for that at 7 a.m. just yet. But look at this view here inside Ohio Stadium. We are just about the only people here. Almost. Because let's step into NetJets Landing here, and we have one of the executive chefs here who's going to tell us about some of the food items that are available here in Ohio Stadium for Saturday's home opener, and they are some special things to eat. This is Justin Odenthal. Thanks so much for waking up early for us.
No problem.
And cooking, because
Right.
my goodness, this food looks awesome. What do we have here?
So we do a play on every football team, every year opposing team, called the Taste of the Competition Burgers. So that's the Youngstown State Burger that we're going to be offering tomorrow in certain locations at carts around the stadium. So Youngstown State is a big Italian population, so we wanted to go with an Italian-style burger. So you got provolone cheese, a Parmesan tuile, capicola, grandma's Sunday gravies on there, slow-roasted tomatoes. It's a burger that you won't be able to refuse.
And it is a burger. It's a big one.
Yeah, yep. So it's a big favorite. People like the different options every home game, so yeah, excited to roll this out tomorrow.
And this is special just for this game. So if you're going to come down and you want a burger, get it while you can, right?
Absolutely.
And then maybe for dessert, we have some great options, including this.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that everybody's seen recently is smash this, smash that. So we take cinnamon rolls and we smash it on our flat tops.
This is a cinnamon roll?
Yep. And we put a Buckeye cream cheese on there. So it's got peanut butter, chocolate, little chocolate sauce. We smear it on there warm so the guests can get it warm.
You can actually smell the chocolate as we stand here. It smells amazing.
And people love it. You can smell it across the concourse on C-Deck. So it's a really good, hot, especially during the winter, dessert option for guests to have. So we're really excited about that also.
And then we only have about 30 seconds here, but we got a grilled cheese we have to talk about too, because this is
this is a
traditional.
Huge, it's a huge favorite. We do this at our spicy cart. It's got a spicy bacon jam on there. The key to that is it's got coffee in it. And then we have habanero cheddar, and we use mayo to crisp that up on the flat top. And it's been a really big hit so far in our tastings. So
all right,
really
available
excited.
all around the stadium on Saturday.
Yep, absolutely.
Justin, thanks so much.
Thanks for
Appreciate you very
having me.
much.
Yep.
You know what would be better than this? The sweet taste, of course, of victory. Katie and Kurt, back to you.
Solid point. That food sounds delightful. Ohio State getting you hyped ahead of their first home game. It's quiet around campus right now, but come tomorrow, that's going to be a much different story.
Yep, the whole town painted scarlet and gray. Mike McCarthy inside Ohio Stadium for us, getting us ready for the home opener. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Right now we are getting a bird's eye view here in Ohio Stadium. The field is way down there because we are in the timing booth right now at the tip top of Ohio Stadium, where they keep watch over the clock for the game. But this is also where someone sits who is really important. The PA announcer sits right here in the so-called hot seat, and there's going to be someone new in that seat for tomorrow's home opener. To tell us more about that is Evan Durr once again with Ohio State. Thanks again for hanging with us here at 8 o'clock. This is a big change here for Ohio State because there's a change in who's announcing the games, and it's a legacy that's being affected by that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our longtime PA announcer, Bob Kennedy, he passed away this past spring, and so a big loss for us, and we're excited for our new announcer that's going to carry on that legacy. He's got some connections to Bob, so we're excited.
Who is it?
His name's Tom Snyder. He's here, lives here in Columbus resident. Is a big DeSales guy, but also an Otterbein grad, just like Bob Kennedy was. So they were friends, they knew each other. And so they've got a good connection, and so it was just great having Tom come on this year as our new PA announcer.
And this was quite a decision, obviously, when you're talking about changing pretty much the voice of the Buckeyes, at least here in the stadium.
Yeah.
What was that process like? How did you get down to Tom being the new PA announcer? How many applicants did you actually get?
So we got over 100 really good, serious applicants. We got some not so serious ones too that came in, but
Kurt
over 100
Ludlow,
serious we had to go through.
I heard Kurt Ludlow put in
I heard that
his
too,
name,
yeah.
right?
So we had 7 finalists too. I didn't see them here though, but we had 7 finalists. So we narrowed it down to those 7. We had them come in and do live auditions right here in the stadium in this hot seat. They watched some game film and called out a game live here in the stadium, and then we made our decision from there.
So just like they were calling an actual game,
Yeah,
that's quite
exactly.
the process. Well, we wish Tom well. He's going to have a great game, I'm sure. For folks who are going to come down and hear him call his first game here in the stadium, what's the overall message? What would you want people to know who are coming down to the game
Always
tomorrow?
come down early so you can avoid traffic, and make sure you have your mobile tickets ready to go on your phone.
What does early mean? When you say early, it's a new kick, lots open at 5.
Yeah, parking lot's open at 5, so you can come really, really early, but make sure to give yourself a few hours. If you don't start coming down until after gates have opened, you're probably not going to make kickoff, so come down a few hours early.
Especially because, and I know we've been talking about it throughout the morning, but there's that construction happening on Cannon, and folks should be aware of that. If you typically come down John Herrick, you can't do that for this game.
Yep, give yourself some extra time to travel around to get to your favorite parking lot.
All right. Evan, thanks so much for hanging with us all morning long. We appreciate it. Kurt, Katie, back to you. Kurt, I know you probably didn't apply, but thanks for being a good sport.
I did not.
I called you out here on live TV.
What a gig. What a gig for sure. Nice
Yeah,
job all
no
morning,
doubt.
Mike. Thank you. At the same time,